In spring 2018, we opened the UK's first centre dedicated to cancer immunology research. We have a single vision: to cure cancer using innovative science and save more lives.
I was 27 when all of this happened and I was diagnosed, and I'd been married for 2 years. They actually called an on-call radiologist in on a Sunday to do an ultrasound on my liver, and it was at that point that things started to turn and they thought that it was related to melanoma. The next day I had a CT scan and that confirmed 13 tumours in my liver and 2 on my lung. I think I just sort of was shocked. I remember sort of shaking. I didn't cry, but I remember sort of shaking and just thinking, what's next and how are we going to treat it? It didn't feel like I only had 2 weeks left to live. This wasn't in the plan. Having children and having a life and marriage and in our home was next on the plan. I was worried about everybody else. Or, how do you tell your parents that you've just been told you've got 2 weeks left to live? They then followed up to say, well, we have got this one treatment option that we can try. It was really new to the NHS and it was immunotherapy. Throughout everything, I really thought about children, more than I even realised. It was honestly one of the first things that came to mind when I was told, you've got 2 weeks left to live. We had actually gone in to talk about preserving fertility, or what my potential options were, and actually we were told the cancer's gone. We can't believe that what happened really happened, and we can't believe that he's here, because we both thought that that had all been taken away. We never thought that we'd be in the position that we are now. I think Ross and I both look at Teddy and just can't believe he's here. We can't believe that we've now got everything to look forward to that we hoped to as a family. I think you often don't think about the people doing the research, especially as a patient. You see the face of it, but actually without all of that work being done beforehand, and for years as well, I don't even know how long it's taken to get to that point. It's those people that have benefited me in the end.
What first attracted me to the Centre for Cancer Immunology at the University of Southampton was the international reputation that basic scientific research can be translated into successful patient treatments, and this makes the work very rewarding. I am honoured by the philanthropic donations and support that has allowed me to carry out my work here at the centre. It's bigger than us as individuals. The work as a collective, it can have an impact on the lives of so many other people, and this is what makes everything worthy. It keeps us going.
So we're really pushing the boundaries of using our immune system to tackle cancer. One of the things that the new centre here has done is provided a real international focus for cancer immunology in the UK. We're a world leader here in Southampton, and of course that attracts some of the world leaders in cancer immunology and cancer immunotherapy, and coupled to the fact that we're attracting a whole new generation of interested scientists in cancer immunology. It's so important that we maintain and grow a body of young scientists who focus entirely on cancer immunology. So what the centre's already showing we can do is develop clinical trials very rapidly from discoveries in the laboratory. As an example, one of the latest early phase clinical trials, where we're combining 2 immunotherapies, has taken just 2 years to get into a clinical trial from the discovery stage in the laboratories. So the Cancer Immunology Talent Fund is crucially important for sustaining all this activity into the future. It funds our clinical trials and it funds our innovative laboratory research. We need to be recruiting the very best minds to working here. It's important that we have the very best equipment to work with, and that we are able to train more and more of these new cancer immunologists. Everyone is so enthusiastic. They want to be part of a revolution. It's intellectually incredibly stimulating. There are some new elements of immunology that have never been thought of before that are arising as a result of our study of immunology in cancer. And the great thing is all that knowledge can be applied to new treatments in cancer. It really does bode well for the future, and it's a very, very exciting environment.
Cancer immunology came at a time when we had sort of major upheaval in our lives due to cancer. You will have people, you already know people who are fighting cancers. Treatments are so much better now, but they could be, infinitely better still, and they need to be. I see it as, vital, and funding it is something that we all have to get behind. I have every faith that the team here will deliver fantastic results.
It's so important to invest in medical research, and centres like that won't run, and we won't keep finding out new treatments and new ways of treating cancers. Ultimately, I wouldn't be sat here without people investing in that research.